There are so many voices that we try to share with you after crimes like this in Kansas City. This morning, though, we want to share perspectives that you may not have heard before. After so many of our crime reports, Lindsay or I will tell you to contact police or Crime Stoppers if you know anything. But after meeting a local woman a couple of months ago, I don't say that anymore. You'll understand why after you listen to her story.
That was my best friend in the whole entire world, and you know, if I could help in any way I can, I was going to.
So you were aware of Crime Stoppers?
Yes.
Did you know there was a difference between if I call Crime Stoppers or if I call the police department?
No, I did not. Had I have known that there was a difference in that, I certainly would not have gone the route I did.
Christy tells me that at the police department, she identified one of the people involved in her friend's death in a lineup. That person was eventually federally indicted on gun charges. Christy believes that without her, that would not have happened.
When I saw that I could receive reward money, my whole thought was that I can just get out of this state and move on and I'll be fine.
How'd that feel?
Pretty raw. I helped solve a crime, so why? Because I put my neck out there even more and gave my name, am I not eligible for money?
Christy's case, unfortunately, is not uncommon. I know that now. I didn't when I took her case to Detective Christina Ludwig. She's the administrator for Crime Stoppers in the Kansas City area. Simply put, Crime Stoppers has a problem that no 40-year-old program wants.
When I took this position 2 years ago, I thought, this is a fine oiled machine, it's running, everything's great. And then I came across that in the community, it's not trusted. The police are not trusted.
The entire intention of Crime Stoppers, and the reason it's different than calling the police department, is keeping witnesses, you, anonymous. When you call Crime Stoppers, you are assigned an ID number, and that is how you're identified moving forward.
Nothing in that picture can reveal who you are, where you are, what type of person what race you are, anything. Like if it has your hand in it, we cannot use it.
That tip is then forwarded on to law enforcement, but it does not go in the actual investigative file. But if at any point you speak directly to an investigator, your name goes in the record, and you could be called into court as a witness.
And then they're not anonymous anymore, and we can't pay them any money. It would look like we're paying people off.
And you have to ask yourself, if you're out there, what if it were me? What if it was my mother? What if it was my brother, my sister, my cousin, my best friend? Wouldn't you want justice?
Damon Daniel is the president of Ad Hoc Group Against Crime in Kansas City, so he works with victims of violence every day. And he told me that part of the problem is addressing the so-called snitch culture.
The snitch is somebody who's already in custody and for lesser time in jail or prison. They share what they know. A witness is somebody who cares about their community, somebody who knows right from wrong, and someone who speaks up.
I visited the Crime Stoppers board meeting in September. That is where Detective Ludwig presents success stories, tips that have actually led to arrests and earned a reward. She suggests the amount a tipster should receive.
Oh, there's a scale. It depends on each category.
And the board can vote to approve or suggest a different amount.
You know, if crime is increasing, our tips, our rewards should be increasing. We have to, be a vital part of the process.
I've seen the results of what it does, how it does help. It works. It totally works.
But the stats of the rewards for tipsters shocked me. Only about 40% are ever actually picked up. After a year, that money goes back into the Crime Stoppers General Fund. Christy didn't even get that far. Now, more than a year later, she understands why it happened. She just wishes that wrong phone call wouldn't have been such an expensive decision.
Kansas City has the most murders that they've ever had, this year, so you would think that they would be a little more, understanding and respectful to the people that do help solve those crimes.
I want to show you some stats here. In the last 40 plus years, police in the Kansas City area have made more than 11,000 arrests using Crime Stoppers tips, 30 of those just this year. More than $1.6 million in rewards have been paid in that 40-year time, including close to $25,000 this year. By the way, that $25,000 reward for tips that we mention all the time here on KSHB 41 is only for homicide cases and only in Kansas City, Missouri. It has been awarded before, but not once in the 2 years that Detective Ludwig has run the program. I should mention as well that last year, before the person in Christy's case was indicted, Christy was basically living in fear. She told me she was terrified because of what might happen because she shared information about this case. Her son moved out of her home. Her car was pretty badly damaged. She can't confirm that it was related to that, but she was driving around Kansas City and her car was fired at and damaged in that situation. She badly, badly wants people to know the difference between calling the police and calling Crime Stoppers when they want to share a tip. She knows her information helps. She knows that other people could share that information, but she just wants people to do it the right way.
Wow, what a distinct difference that a lot of people don't know.
And the fear part of it is so important too. While I was in the Crime Stoppers office, one of the people who answers those phone calls when you call in told me, I get phone calls from people who are literally cowering in a bathroom, whispering, when the person they're calling about is not even in the same house. That's how afraid they are, but they're calling with this information.
They want to help.
We know you're afraid whenever you make those tips. Just make sure you know the difference whenever you call to give that tip to either police or Crime Stoppers.
So important.
We'll be back.